Namaste, and welcome to Namaste Today in the Zodiac Weather. My name is Witecki, your sensei to Sirius joy, and I am grateful to be back on the air and back in my home studio in Southern California. And if you don't know, it's Friday. It's finally Friday, and we're halfway through the month, August 15th, 2014, and today Uranus rules the day, at least most of the day. Uranus is the quantum energy, and we're in step 3. We're in chapter 3, step 22 of Leo. And that means that today Uranus will rule the day from emotions bouncing off of emotions. So this is when things can become quantum, as I like to call it. And this is really from how things become abundant, is from emotion bouncing off emotion. Abundance actually happens through the passionate field of life, through an emotional field, which is why cold and detached people actually have a hard time manifesting abundance. Because you have to get passionate, you have to get sticky, you have to get wet. But how do we protect ourselves in that sort of passionate ensemble? Well, that leads us to today's phrase of the day. The phrase of the day is, I respect my feelings, I respect your feelings. Sounds kind of Barney-like, doesn't it? But you know, we forget that when our emotions get entangled, especially with people that we love. That's where it gets really complicated. Because when you love somebody, there's all sorts of hidden motives under there, maybe to respect them, or maybe no motives to respect yourself. Like, people forget the mutual respect once love and emotion is involved. So today the mantra to tame your brain is, I respect my feelings, I respect your feelings. That means that we may be in an impasse, and that's okay. That means we may be compatible, and that's okay, if we respect our feelings and we respect the other person in front of us. So I respect my feelings, I respect your feelings. Today, the serious step of the day is step 22, and following this video in the Lightwalker Parade, you will see a video to help you through the step 22 in more detail. Also, our joyful prep is step 2. So in order to pull all this off today, we just need to feel ourselves. That's how we remain open, is to remain in touch with our own feelings and how we feel first. I respect my feelings, I respect your feelings. Now the moon is in Taurus, that's step 10, which means that the emotional field will manifest. So what we feel today is what comes, since the moon is in Taurus. So you are emotionally manifesting. This is why it's very important to respect your feelings and to respect theirs. That way we all manifest based on our own realities, and then we see what's compatible. Now, looking at the ruling chakra of the day, what notes are we hitting? Well, first of all, the I belong. Because it's step 22 and 2 plus 2 makes 4 and 4 is the quantum number, we will actually be finding our highest crown chakra realigned from this experience today. So by going with the flow, by respecting your own emotions, by respecting other people's emotions, your I belong chakra is going to align you somewhere else. Now the moon in Taurus is going to bring a lot of emotional energy to the second chakra, the orange chakra. And also I have to say that whenever there's a lot of emotion involved, emotion actually goes through the yellow chakra. So the orange and yellow, the solar plexus, will be intense today. This is one more reason you want to respect your emotions and respect others. Now, on a more serious note, in Lightwalker news, you've probably heard that actor and comedian Robin Williams committed suicide over the weekend. This was really hard for me, actually. It held me back for a couple of days because this guy was a hero of mine. And I actually had the pleasure of meeting Robin Williams on the set of What Dreams May Come. And I will say that my most striking impression of him was when he looked me in the eyes. His eyes were just so bright and so beautiful that it overwhelmed me. I was actually stunned for a second by his eyes. But he's an incredible soul, and I'm so saddened. He was Generation Butterfly. And I looked at his chart and saw that actually the full moon in Aquarius went right over his Pluto, went right over his generational sore spot. And so what I believe is this man faced his core issue of not feeling loved and could not face it, could not face it. So if you are in the Generation Butterfly, I implore you to watch my gigascopes, which go into each generation and what they're struggling with. And with Jupiter in Leo, the baby boom or Generation Butterfly generation, is facing some really deep heartfelt wounds, and I am just so sorry that Mr. Williams left this way. I will say that I'm very grateful for his incredible light work. Man, this guy kept the light on for the butterfly generation for so long. shining bright. So I'm so grateful to his work. He's a personal hero of mine, and I'm really grateful I had the opportunity to see with my own flesh and eyes. So may you reincarnate in peace, Mr. Williams. Also, Lauren Bacall. They say it happens in threes. So, gosh, over the weekend, I'm hoping no one goes down. But Lauren Bacall, also an amazing master. Incidentally, Robin Williams is a master Cancer. Lauren Bacall, a master Virgo, and was a step 22 Virgo. She passed away yesterday. And frankly, I'm saddened. I hate to say this, but I thought she was already gone. So I was sad that she was on the planet and I didn't know. But look at that, she was a step 22. Today is a step 22 day. So this is a woman who took advantage of respecting her emotions and respecting others literally in a quantum way. And when she did, quantum things happened. So may you reincarnate in peace, Madam Bacall. So cool. And we'll see what happens next, right? So today in Namaste Today, the theater, now playing on the mothership. I released a new episode of The Urban Mystic while I was on the road, and this one is a real good one you want to watch with Skip Jennings in HD, Mastering Self-Love. How to really do that. How do you do that? Well, Skip will help you with that, and he is a wonderful light source. Let's talk Planet Soup. What is God cooking up today in the planets? Well, we're now in the part of the year where we actually experience 2 steps in a day, and I always report on the first step and talk about the second step. Today is a step 22 day, and for most of the day we will be bouncing off in a Uranus way, elevating ourselves through emotion to a new level. But at 6 p.m. Eastern time around, that's the United States, we will shift to step 23, and those watched over in the Sirius Joy Network will get a text. The moon is in Taurus, that's step 10, so emotions are auto-manifesting things today. So what you feel is what comes, and if nothing else, you want to keep your emotions steady as she goes and stay respectful of your own. But we are manifesting today and tomorrow in a subtle way and laying down some pipe for stuff. Mars is actually doing a lot of the, let's say, motion on the planet. It is in Scorpio, and today at step 11. That means it is going to be quantum in itself. 1 + 1 makes 2. So Mars gets passionate now. But step 11 has to deal with healing. And Mars in Scorpio means we are moving on a healing of our emotional boundaries. So in the Zodiac weather, just in a little bit, I'll be talking about where Mars is affecting each of the 12 signs and what to do about it. Now, it's not just in Scorpio. It is beginning to conjunct Sirius Saturn. Seriously. And so since it is conjuncting Sirius Saturn, that means that we are getting extremely serious and impatient about certain boundaries. So be careful about that. Monitor your own emotions. Realize that we all are a bomb ready to go off because Mars, our male energy, is humping our Saturn energy, literally. That also means that everyone is kind of in a Humpty-Dump mood, so to speak, and wanting to, fertilize things, just so you know. But Saturn at step 17 means you must be committed to an operational boundary structure in that area. And I'll be talking about what that area is for each of the 12 signs in the Zodiac weather. Then lastly, Freddie Mercury is now at step 1 Virgo. That means our thoughts and our minds are starting to get filled with details. All right? So be careful with your mind. You want to manage your thoughts. The only thoughts really worth thinking about right now are the ones you love to think about. If you don't love to think about it, I recommend don't think about it. And this is what I recommend every Virgo live their life, so to speak. And this brings us now to the Sensei Sunrise. A lot of people said that you guys liked me kind of out of the graphic environment, and I can do that from time to time, but I want to be able to bring that sincerity to you in the graphic environment in itself too. So I really appreciate all the comments, and I'm trying to create a different TV here where I can be, flashy, and then I can be serious and I can be joyful. So all of your comments are, I'm grateful for all of them, and I'm doing my best to make TV for everyone. So for the Sensei Sunrise, today is a very serious day for everyone because love is involved and emotions are involved and we are passionate. Now Jupiter is very early on at step 6 in Leo. I didn't report on Jupiter, but we're still trying to restore love and emotional integrity to ourself. So no matter what opportunities you have out there for business, pleasure, children, creativity that Jupiter and Leo is bringing, we're not yet there. We are meant to focus on loving ourselves until Jupiter hits 9 degrees, which will be on the new moon later this month. And I'll talk about that. It's going to be a crazy new moon. All right? So today, the Sensei Sunrise is really about Where do we end up going in life when we respect our feelings and we respect others? Where do you end up going? Because really it's the molecules of two bouncing off of two that make quantum happen. And when we try to go rescuing how someone else feels instead of taking care of ourselves, or if we don't take care of ourselves and we expect to be rescued, well then we muddy up the molecules. And as a result, we don't get the quantum shift that we're looking for. We just get quantum shift. So today, the joyful prep is step 2. What you want to do to prep for the day is be aware of your emotions. Be aware of how you feel today and respect how you feel. Ask your brothers and sisters that you're involved with and bouncing off of how they feel. Respect their feelings. If there's an impasse, in other words, my feelings and your feelings just aren't really going along, this is where you have to love and trust that everything will work out in life, because it will. When you allow God to do her work, which happens to happen through loving passion. So today, Sensei Sunrise is to love and trust your own passion, to respect your own feelings, and when you bounce off of someone else, respect theirs. Be right back after this. And here we are at the SoulArt Trading Post. I do want to point out that the Megascope Monthlies are available for immediate rental or download at soulart.me. These are good through the end of the month. So I've spoken a little earlier about how intense the the new moon at the end of the month will be, and it will be intense. It's going to be a major reality shift, and so if you want to get ahead on that, you can watch your Megascope for more of those details. Also, I am offering till the end of the month a 1-hour reading. You get 30 minutes free. I'm very grateful. A lot of people have raced to purchase this, and in some cases, I have to go in and confirm your reading. So if you're waiting to hear back from me, my apologies. You'll hear back from me here in the next couple days. I'm getting back up to speed, and I do my own customer service. But the good news is we've just brought on Ad Intuitive to do our customer service, so things are looking bright. If you have purchased a reading, come on down to soulart.me and look at your availability. You can schedule your 60 or 30-minute readings from the bundle code you received at your purchase. Then, so you want to be an astrologer, eh? We have some classes coming up, and we're moving some classes around also, by the way, just to accommodate people's schedules and whatnot. But this is a series where you can learn your chart in about 2 hours, and it's going to be a fun time. It's me on camera. It's basically using the Google Plus environment. All these details and more are available at soulart.me. But before you navigate to soulart.me, let's take a look at the moods of each of our brothers and sisters and where they are having to move forward with Mars conjunct Saturn, starting with the Scorpios. I'm sorry, but I love this music. Sunny and sentimental for the Scorpios. You are healing boundary disputes with that Mars. So it is time with Mars to heal the boundary disputes, to commit to a new boundary line and move on, Scorpios. That means a lot of people are going to be pissed on the other side, but they can deal with it if you respect your emotions and they respect theirs. The birthday Leos, sunny and professional. You are healing your home and family matters right now, and you want to be very clear and draw your lines as far as what you need emotionally first. Remember, respect your feelings, then respect others. The Cancer, step 2s, the I feels. Sunny and social today. It is time to heal the broken heart issues once and for all, crabs. If you want true love on earth, let it go and let it flow for the past. Draw your lines. Let's move on. We got other things to experience in this life, namely serious joy, and that's coming up for you. So be dedicated to your joy. The Sagittarius is sunny and hyper aware. You know, Sag, time to heal any questions you have of interfaith at this point. If you don't, it's time to draw a line. You question or you don't is over, right? So draw your line and move on, Sag, because you got some cool stuff coming up. The Aquarius is sunny, nesting, and resting today. It's time to heal all career ambiguity. You know what I'm talking about, Aqua. You leave every door open and you never close any. Close all the doors you don't want. Okay, you're doing the other world a favor too. Respect their feelings. They're sitting there waiting. The Gemini, step 5s, cloudy and spiritual today. It's time to draw lines to restore integrity to your health. So put health first, draw the lines first. That also means living and working in a healthy environment, FYI. Step 6, the Librans. Sunny with a chance of rende. The Libras are out there prowling around. Time to heal the self-esteem. Now, Libra, you may not want to heal it through prowling around, but, you know, the law of attraction does make you feel good. But it's time to heal self-esteem for good. Draw the lines, decide what you're good at, what you're not good at, and accept the realities. That's what soul capital building is. Step 7, the fishy Pisces. Sunny and chit-chatty today. They're probably out talking to everyone. Time to restore integrity to your beliefs. So no more wishy-washy, fishy-washy about what you believe. Lay it down and say it proud. Step 8, Capricorns. Sunny and childlike. Time to heal your social wounds, Capricorns. That may mean you're making apologies. That may mean you're accepting apologies or forgiving and forgetting. If you want to move ahead with your career, if you want to be successful, clear up all of your broken social wounds. Step 9, the Aries. Sunny and productive today. It is now time to heal your personal integrity, Aries. What that means is any boundaries that you believe in, live up to them. If you're not living up to your boundaries that you believe in, tell everyone, give them notice, live up to them. Accept whatever it is, and let's move on. We've got business to do. And the Tauruses, sunny and cool with the moon in a sign. Hey, it's time to heal the me-ridge and make sure you are holding integrity to your me-ridge vows. You know, you've been working on for a long time, Taurus, what we need to be to ourselves. I'm talking to myself right now. And I'm saying, we've got some vows to ourselves. Do not go back on those again. All right. And then finally, the Virgos. Sunny and pensive. You know what, Virgos? Once and for all, heal the mind games today. No more games. Use your intelligence doing something interesting instead of questioning yourself. It's boring. Everyone is done with it. You're done with it. Let's move on. Let's invent a new Virgo. All right? I love that song. So remember on our Lightworker Parade, that is the videos that follow this piece. We have the Sirius Step of the Day, both Step 22 and the Step 23 video to look ahead at the weekend forecast. And Venus Prime Health, we're now putting out segments that are called Fast Foods That Will Cause a Slow Death. So watch and see which fast foods will give you a slow death and why with Damon Perry. Him and I do that show. It's a lot of fun. And don't forget the Urban Mystic is also live with a new high-def episode that will help you master your self-love. And that brings us into Witecki Garden. Please be so kind and do subscribe if you watch on YouTube. Also on Facebook, you can come and like us by going to soulgarden.me. And of course, the mothership at soulgarden.tv. Oh, what's that? We got a little Skip Jennings skipping in there. Oh, we got some crazy stuff. I'm not going to... You know what? I'm just going to roll with the flow, folks. Forget those graphics. Y'all have a terrific day. Live in your heart. Respect your feelings. And if you bounce off of someone else, respect theirs. Until tomorrow, I love you, and live, love, be.